everything going on.
Well, I'll be all right with that, Miss Niecie. I'm not worried.
I'm gonna wipe it off.
Okay. If you grab a sanitation wipe, we're okay.
Yeah, we good, but just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
All right.
I'm hooking it up for you, okay? Here you go, Miss Lady. Y'all make her feel good. Cougar Mama.
Yeah.
I see a few familiar faces here tonight, which I love, Mr. Percy. I love seeing friendly faces. Now, I'm a comedian and I'm a baby comic. That doesn't mean I'm a baby, it just means I'm new to comedy. Okay? So as a baby comic, you gotta laugh. And even if you don't understand it, just laugh and smile and nod your head. Okay? Just pretend I'm speaking a foreign language. My stuff is a little bit dirty, and I was a little nervous about Miss Niecie calling me up because I'm Kansas City's polyamorous DTF comedian. I'm a dirty AF comedian. I use a lot of dirty words in my stuff, so I'm cleaning it up for here because I don't want Miss Niecie to toss about took us out the door. Okay? So I'm going to try to be as clear as I can. I'll use some abbreviations and you got to guess what they are. Okay. So I'm a manifester and I pivot. So when things aren't going my way, I pivot and I make it work for me, but I come up with a new play. So I'm a pivoter. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about pivoting as a person that pivots. So I really wanted to be a cheerleader when I was young. And when I was young, I wanted to be that cheerleader. But I was never very tall and I was never very thin. And they were all friends with each other. And when I tried out for cheerleading, they would put me on the squad. And I said, hell. Well, I got to pivot. So I went to the basketball coach of the boys' team. And I said, Coach, with my very high math scores, I think I could be an asset to your team. And he said, well, how do you figure? Because I was 4'6" back then, white, and I couldn't jump. And he's looking at me, he's like, how are you going to be an asset to my boys' basketball team? I said, statistician. I did the stats. And he agreed, and I was the first girls statistician at West Junior High School in Columbia, and then at David H. Hickman High School in Columbia. The home of the Coopies, and a fellow Coopie in the audience here. So yes, I'm from Columbia, and Sam Walton went to David H. Hickman, the man at Walmart. That's right. You're not, you know this is true. So I became the guy's basketball statistician, and that was an example of pivoting. The cheerleaders wouldn't have it, so I went to the coach of all their boyfriends, and I said, Coach, you gotta have me as your statistician, and he took me on. He said, okay, let's go. And so I became the guy's basketball statistician and went to college with 2 varsity letters in boys basketball. That's okay. So, you know, I used to drive a lot of Uber. And my stage name is Uber Cougar Mama. No R on it, Cougar. Y'all know what a cougar is? Cougar. Okay, you know what a cougar is, right? I dated under men. Okay, but I drove a lot of Uber, and I used to date men that happened to be my passengers some of the time. Because that's just how I got to meet a lot of people. I landed in Kansas City in 2018. I drove over 60,000 miles in 2018. 60,000 miles. I was driving 6 doubles and a single every week. I drove 98 hours every week between Uber and Lyft. I was able to work on both platforms, so I didn't hit any hour caps, but I drove like a beast, and I met a lot of people. Because I did over, I don't know, almost 10,000 rides. I've met a lot of people. So you're going to hear about some of the people I met in my comedy. Well, April 1st, I decided to go off my meds. It was April Fool's Day, and I was on a lot of meds. Doctors, I had so many doctors. Y'all have doctors? Yeah, a lot of doctors. And doctors just keep giving more meds, more meds. Well, I'm on insulin and 40 other meds. April 1st. And I said, you know, I don't think this is healthy. I think 40 meds is just too many meds. So So I stopped taking everything except the insulin. Because the insulin, your blood sugar will take out. You'll be gone tomorrow. You'll take the insulin. So I kept the insulin, and I kept my migraine meds, and every third night I take some sleeping pills because I'm a little bit manic. Y'all know about bipolar? Well, you have mania, you're manic, and then you have depression. But when you're manic, you talk really fast, and you don't sleep for days, and you like to do things in the bedroom a lot, a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what happens with mania. Well, I was driving real fast because I was talking real fast, and I actually lost my ability to drive Uber because I was an unmedicated manic, and I wasn't on those meds yet. And so with the unmedicated mania, I was driving low, let's just say 110 on 70, thinking it was about 30. Because when you're manic, you're in a very special state of mind. Your mind is racing and you're on top of your game. You're switching lanes, you're doing your thing, everything is fine. Except I had a gaggle of girls in the car, a whole bunch of young, like 16-year-olds in the car. And when we got pulled over, they're all texting their mamas. Every girl is texting the mama. Mama, we got pulled over. We're going to be home late. There's a cop here. Mama, we're going to have a cop at the window. Mama. Anyway, every single one of those mamas called Uber about a certain driver in Missouri driving 110 on 70. And I lost my ability to drive Uber ever again unless I get a lawyer. That's a lot of money. So anyway, I'm not Uber or Lyft. But I have a pivot, so you already know I'm a pivoter. I take whatever life gives me, I try to make lemonade out of those lemons. Well, I couldn't drive Uber anymore, and one of my things, I'm disabled, I have a lot of body pain. I have degenerative spine and joint disorder, which means I have nerve pain. Anybody here have muscle pain, joint pain, or nerve pain? I see some heads nodding. Y'all know pain and pain management. Well, if you know much about pain management, you know that there is almost nothing out there for nerve pain or neuropathy. There is almost nothing out there. But I found something. Multi-orgasmic sex. And the endorphins thereof. So it's the endorphin chain that knocks the pain molecules out of the synapses and gives you a little bit of relief. So at that point, it's not just a habit or an occupation to be searching for D. It's medical D, baby. Medical D at that point. You understand what D is? I got a little bit overcrowded. I don't want to run right off. Every man has a D in his pants. Okay, I got everybody now with me. So here we go. So I had to pivot. And when I pivoted, I decided I went out for brunch on 8th of April. I was already a week into my med holiday. I took a full med holiday except for insulin. And with that med holiday, I saw a flyer for Legends Comedy Club in Raytown. Anybody know Legends in here? Yeah. Y'all know Legends? Yeah, Legends. Kevin, he's the owner over there. Well, I went up on stage on his open mic night that Monday. So I saw the flyer on Sunday. I said, here's my opportunity. I've been praying for an answer, and I got the answer. Instead of driving Uber, I should be a comedian about my life as an Uber cougar. So I became Uber Cougar Mama overnight. I did all the branding, social media. I got UBR CGR as a fake license plate. Uber Cougar, no vowels after the U. And that's my social media tag. So every form of social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, I got champ all night long. Anyway, overnight I branded myself as a comedian because actually my D supply was running low. I couldn't drive Uber, so I decided to become a comedian to find more D in my life. Because D is pain control, and pain control is medical D, and that means it's a legitimate reason. It's not just me being cuckoo and a polyamorous, slut. I'm not a slut. I'm actually into medical relief of pain, and that's a good thing. Anyway, so we're talking a little bit about my stuff. I saw the flyer. I told you about the premise that multi-orgasmic sex is a secret for nerve pain. Well, Miss Niecie was saying, stand by your man. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about one of my customers. Yeah, one of my customers was from California, and he's a rapper. Y'all know what a rapper is? Yeah, okay. So anyway, he's a rapper out of California, and he and his friends slid into my back seat late one night down in the Kansas area, coming back into town, and we started joking and talking, because I talk a lot with my customers, find out what they're into, and they said they were in the hip-hop industry, but they wouldn't tell me what they did. I said, well, what does that mean? Do you do DJ? Do you write songs? Are you in the recording booth? Are you janitors? Like, what the hell is a hip-hop industry person? What do you do? What's your function? Well, they said, Mama, we spend a little time in the studio. That's all they said. We spend a little time in the studio. So I had to go with that. We joked around a little bit, and they said, well, Mama, do you know what BBD is? Anybody here in the audience know what BBD is? BBD? Big, black, pig. Yeah. So they were in the backseat, they were joking around with me about BBD. Mama, have you ever seen BBD? And I just kept a straight face, because I used to be the guy's basketball statistician. I've been seeing BBD since I was 15 years old. I knew what they were talking about, but I didn't want them to know. So I just kept a straight face and kept on driving. I said, is that an ad agency, boys? BBD, isn't that an ad agency video? No, Mama, no, it's not an ad agency. Mama, are you teasing us? Have you seen BBD? We're packing. That's what they said, we're packing. I said, well, get those guns out of my car. I don't want any guns in my car. They said, no, Mama, no. We're not packing guns. We're packing, and they pointed downward. I said, oh, hell. Every young black man thinks they're packing. So I didn't worry about stuff. Didn't worry about it at all, because you know what? I don't worry about stuff that isn't real. And these were little dudes. One of them was like 5'6", and he was the talkative one. I'm not that big myself. So anyway, 1 minute, we're going to wrap it up. I'm just going to let you know that I stand by my man. He is coming out of prison, so my cub is in prison. Cougars have yams and yams have cubs. So my top cub is in prison right now, which is a big weird thing for me. I have to worry about JP and a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm going to wrap it up now, because Miss Niecie wants that mic back before everybody runs out of her restaurant. All right, I go to Cougar Mama, Candace City's polyamorous DTF comedian. I go to events every day, Saturday at my backyard. Bottomless sangria brunch, loose lady poker, open to all genders, because I need gas money for the week to go to comedy shows because they don't pay me yet. And then, if you're still around again, we do Cougar Crew Barbecue. So thank you very much, Miss Niecie, and everybody here for listening a little bit about pivoting and sex for pain control. The Cougar Mama might drop out. Give it up for Cougar Mama.